Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Georgia. So today is the 16th of December, meaning my 16th video of this month, which is really exciting because we're really getting into it now. I feel like I'm actually quite sad that it's not coming to an end because I've still got many days of filming videos to do, but I feel like I've done so many reactions now that I'm like, oh, this is gonna stop. But I don't reckon it will. I feel like I'll just carry on anyway, even after December, just because I've been enjoying it. But yeah, first off, I want to just mention my new background. Well, not new background, but my new picture on my background, because yeah, my dad very nicely pinned it up for me today, and I just want to say a big thank you to my dad. That's why it's actually Star Wars, because I've never actually watched Star Wars before, but I now have a picture of it behind me. But you know what, I just think the poster looks cool. Yeah, I just think the poster, or the picture just looks cool. So I'm gonna keep it, because I think it looks good, you know? But yeah, but actually as well, I want to say that tomorrow is my dad's birthday, so for tomorrow, can everyone just, give my dad a happy birthday? But yeah, I just want to say happy birthday for tomorrow, Dad. Thanks for pinning up my picture for me. I really appreciate it. But yeah, he's 51, guys, tomorrow. Isn't that great? But yeah, anyway, so today I will be reacting to some George Carlin. Now, I found a skit called Losing Things or something like that. But yeah, let's get on with the video.
Sometimes I go like this, but then I stop. This has been one of those times. This next piece of material is on a subject that most people can identify with. It's about losing things. You know, I don't like to lose anything. I don't like to lose anything. Because where is it? See, basically, that's the part that bothers me the most. I'm a practical guy. Where is it? I just had it. You know that feeling? It was just here.
That is the worst though, when you're like, I just had it. You know, that is honestly the biggest frustration I think you can get when you lose something, is when you're like, I just had it. Like, how have I just forgotten where it was when I just had it, you know?
You know that feeling? It was just here. Where is it? I don't know. It's gone, that's true. It's lost, I know. Where could it be? Could be anywhere. Maybe it'll come back, maybe, but not yet. It's gone, that's true. Are we gonna go through this shit again? Where do these things go when they're lost? There are some things, I don't even care if I ever get them back. I just want to know where the fuck they went. And losing things is one of those things in life that's even worse when you're a child. Much worse to lose something when you're a child, because people get on you for it.
Yes.
You know, it's double jeopardy. Not only is the item gone, but you're catching shit from up here. You what? I lost my yo-yo. Well, where did you have it last? Hey, if I knew that, I would still have my yo-yo.
I hate that question too. Where did you last have it? It was like, well, if I knew where I last had it, I would have gone back to that place and got it, and we wouldn't be in this situation, would we? You know, oh my God, yes, George. He's made me understand. But you know, I had this situation when I was young. I would lose something and it'd be like, oh, for God's sake, I've got to go home and tell my parents that I've lost it, and it was just a whole thing, you know?
I would still have my yo-yo. Well, it must be somewhere, right? Well, it just didn't get up and walk away. That one always got to me. It just didn't get up and walk away. One time I lost the cat. It just got up and walked away. And she actually started to say, well, it just didn't get up and... Hey, Ma, I think you figured this one out. Where do things go when they're lost? Do you know what I think? I think there's a big pile of things somewhere. I think there's a big, constantly changing pile of things that are lost. You lose...
Yes. That sounds like some sort of Doctor Who episode though, where you turn and it's disappeared and it's gone. But honestly, sometimes I feel like that too, because where is it? You know, sometimes I'm like, I will have something in the house, right? And then it will go missing. And then I'll look around my house and it'll be completely gone. And I'm like, well, then where did it go? Because I know I didn't leave the house with it, so where did it go? Do you know what I mean? There must be some sort of thing in the world that when you turn away, it like sucks it up. And it's gone forever, and then you get the blame for it, you know? It's like a Doctor Who episode. That's such a Doctor Who thing to happen, but I feel like it happens, you know? I'm not rambling now, but I just feel like I just really agree. I really agree with George.
I think there's a big, constantly changing pile of things that are lost. You lose something, it goes to the pile. Then you say, oh, look, there it is. Right back from the pile. And you didn't even know there was a pile. And where is the pile? In heaven, of course. Has to be in heaven. That's the first thing that happens when you get to heaven. They give you back everything you ever lost. That's the whole meaning of heaven. You get back everything. Here you are, 79 pairs of sunglasses, 212 cigarette lighters, 4,983 ballpoint pens. And here's a jockstrap we found on the Golden State Freeway. It appears to have mule hoof prints and chocolate sprinkles on it. Must have been quite an evening. Yes, you get back everything. You get back well, not everything. You don't get the big things back. Good judgment, that never comes back. Your tonsils, your appendix, they keep those for display purposes. Virginity, you don't get that back because you were in such a big hurry to get rid of it in the first place. But you do get all your wallets. You get back every wallet you ever lost. No cash. It's just like Earth.
The thing is though, imagine that is true. Like, you get back all the things you ever lost. So imagine like even like the tiny things, like he said, like ballpoint pens. Oh my God, imagine how many you lost, like in school or something. You would have lost so many. But the thing is, right, imagine how many you lost that has like a memory linked to it, because I hate that when you lose something and, you know, it's got like a memory linked to it. You're like, oh, like I really wanted to keep that. Do you know what I mean? I felt like, yeah, like I'd love to get all the things back that I lost that had like a memory attached to it that I've now forgotten, but now I'll get it back and it'll be like, oh my God, yeah, like that time and that time, you know? It'd be really, really nice because you'd be getting like a memory back, you know? And that would be so cool to be able to get that back.
Right. They keep the money as a prayer offering. Speaking of heaven, you know what else they have in heaven? They've got a special room for every balloon that ever got away. Yeah, next time you see a balloon drifting off by itself, relax. Soon it will be with its friends in the balloon room off the main hall in West Heaven. And that makes me happy. You know why? Because I'm a balloon guy. I am. I don't mind admitting it right in public. I'm a balloon guy. I love a balloon. You know what I say? I say, give me a balloon. Sometimes I say it loud. Give me a balloon! Most people don't pay any attention to me. Let's get back to losing things. Have you noticed some people, when they lose something, the first thing they say is it was stolen? That's their first reaction. Who stole it? It's an ego defense. They can't stand the fact that they might have been stupid enough to have lost something. Had to have been stolen. Even if it's something that nobody would really want. Hey! Hey! Who stole my collection of used bandages? And they also got away with my nude pictures of Ernest Borgnine. Did you ever notice this when you've lost something? That the longer you look for it, the stranger the places get that you're looking? You look at the strangest goddamn places after a while. You have to. Why? You've already looked in the easy places. Those are the first places we look, the obvious places.
No, the worst thing is when you lose something, right, in an easy place, and you check that easy place like 5 times, you know, and then you go to someone like, I've checked it, and then they go and find it, or something like that. Or you go back on like the 10th time, right, after checking all the hard places, and then you go back to that first easy place, and it's there, and it's like, no, that wasn't there. I had that once. I had that. I thought, right, that I lost I think it was like my ID card or something. I thought I lost that, right? And I was like, oh my God, I need to order a new one. Like, it's going to be like £70 or something like that. Like, it's going to be so much money. I thought I put it in my bag. I thought I did. I checked that bag so many times. But the one thing I didn't do was turn it upside down and let everything just fall out. And I got to the point of looking where everyone was like, Georgia, where is it? Like, you're going to have to spend so much money to get a new one. I picked it up, right? I picked up my bag and I dropped it and I let it all fall out. And what fell out? what fell out? My ID card. And I swear to God, I had looked in that bag so many times for so many days. Like, oh, it must be gone. I checked so many drawers and everything, but I'm pretty sure it's because it kind of like stuck like inside, like slotted like inside in a place that just wasn't in the bag. So when I was looking into it, I couldn't see it, so I thought it wasn't there, but it was just like slotted up in the bag somewhere. But yeah, I had to tell you that because that really, really bothered me. Or when sometimes I'll think I've lost my phone and it will be in my hand. It will literally, I'll be holding my phone like this, you know, just in my hand, and I'll go, oh, I can't find my phone. And someone will be like, Georgia, it's in your hand. And I'll be like, oh yeah. You know, I've done that so many times, but yeah, that's also really, really annoying. But yeah, I'm gonna stop. Oh my God, I keep rambling so much in this video. I'm just gonna carry on now because I just keep talking so much.
Well, apparently not. Goddamn thing is still gone, isn't it? Let's keep looking in obvious places. I'll look in the furnace, you check the cesspool. You look in the strangest places. Did you ever look in the freezer for your car keys? You have to. Why? They might be in there. You wouldn't want to pass up a nice obvious place like the freezer, would you? You can picture them in there. You can see them in there. That's what the mind is for, picturing where you left your car keys. You can believe anything. You can follow the logic all the way back to the supermarket. I came out of the supermarket. I had the frozen banana guacamole in my hands. I drove home, got out of the car with the banana guacamole in my hand. I had my keys in this hand. I put the banana guacamole in the freezer. I probably just dropped the keys in there too. Let's go take a look. Oh shit, they're not in there. I could have sworn I left those keys in the freezer. And hey, who stole the banana guacamole? You look in the strangest goddamn places. Did you ever find yourself looking in a suit you haven't worn in 10 years for something you just had 20 minutes ago? You have to. Why? 6 more pockets. Wouldn't want to pass them up, would you? Or else you wouldn't be able to say, I've looked everywhere. By the way, while you're in the closet, check the watch pocket of your grandfather's World War I uniform. You just might have handed him the keys before the Battle of Verdun. Here's another thing happens when you're looking for something. Do you ever notice that you'll be looking for something, you might be out in the garage, and every now and then you'll go back and look where the thing ought to be? You'll go right from the garage, you'll walk back and look in the top drawer. Nope, not back yet. You're convinced that St. Anthony will bring those keys back while you're in the goddamn garage. And of course, if you're looking for car keys, your pocket is one place where you have to look at least 600 or 700 times. You wear out the cloth in your pocket. Oh, geez, I had them. They were right here, you know. Like usually I'll put them in here. See, I get out of the car.
Right, I'm going to have to tell a story, right, because honestly, it was probably the worst time that I've really rooted around my room looking for something. Okay, so when I put my camera into the tripod, there's like this little screw thing that screws into the bottom of the camera so you can slot it into the tripod, right? It's tiny, it's like a square, like this bit, with a screw in that screws into the camera, right? And I was like, okay, I just need to find that. I couldn't find it, could I? I couldn't find it. And when I say, I was in university at the time, right? And I was rooting for my home. I pulled up my mattress, I looked in all of my drawers, I looked in my clothes cupboard. Like he said, I even looked in pockets, I looked everywhere in my room. Every single nook and cranny, I looked, okay? And I was like, where is it? Where is it? But during the process of trying to find it, I made my room such a mess, right, that I couldn't film in my room anymore because I made it such a mess. There was no room for anything, anywhere to go anything, you know, everything was everywhere. So I had to film in my friend's room, right? And so to make a tripod, because I could no longer use my tripod because I lost the tripod bit, lost it, right? I got the ironing board, and then I stacked up books on the ironing board. It was a whole thing. I couldn't get it high enough or level enough. It was so hard. Only for me to go back into my room, it was on my chair. It was on my chair. I had some clothes on my chair. I lifted up the clothes and it was under the clothes on my chair. When I tell you, I was so mad. I was like, are you telling me I've just gone through all of that? All of that. It's now dark outside because I've left filming so late, right? And then I filmed my reaction so late, and it was a hard day, okay? It was a hard day. It'd been raining that day. I was drenched when I got home. It was all going wrong for me. But yeah, just had to tell that story. Very sorry for the ramble again, but Georgia just reminded me of all my really hard situations I've had to deal with losing things, you know?
Usually I'll put them in here. See, I get out of the car, I have them, hold on. See, now then, hold on. No, usually, see, now, hold on, wait a minute. No. Well, maybe I sneak up on them. No, they're not in there. I don't know what the hell I did with them. I had them, you know. Hold on, what? Maybe they fell upwards. And stuck to some bubble gum. Hold on. Maybe for the first time in my life, I dropped them down near my balls. No. Well, your imagination runs away with you. Well, those are easy things. Car keys, those are common. Sometimes it's an unusual item that's missing, like the couch. Did you ever come home and the goddamn couch is gone? Where's the couch? I don't know. It's gone, that's true. Where could it be? Could be anywhere. Maybe it'll come back, maybe, but no, not this, too big. Nothing over 6 feet ever comes back on its own. Well, it was here this morning. Well, of course it was here this morning. There'd be no sense in mentioning the fact that it isn't here now unless it had been here this morning. Fuck you, I'm tired of your shit. Why don't you take your logic and go to bed? I can't. Why not? I sleep on the couch. Slightly. Well, you know.
So yeah, I think that's the end of that video. Do you know what? He's just such an impressive comedian. Like, sometimes I even get the sense that he's got someone on the stage doing like lines with him, because he's just that good at kind of like acting it out himself. He'll act out a line, then he'll say it a bit differently on the next one, and he characterises so well that it feels like there's other people on stage with him, but it's just himself. You know, and I think that's very, very impressive. That was a very impressive routine, very relatable, and I like a relatable thing to relate to. So yeah, if you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and please turn on the notification bell. Goodbye.